Yeah, I can't wait to see what other things they end up bringing out when it comes down to these sports games coming onto the Switch. Like for example, the fact that they're bringing over a game called Dragon. I think it's called Dragon Drive,
Dragon Drive.
and
Dragon Drive, yeah.
that game actually looks a lot of fun.
It's giving ARM's successor of unique sports game take. But go on out.
Yeah, so Dragon Drive is a game that was actually announced at the Nintendo Direct, which is basically handicap basketball. So it is a 3v3 wheelchair-bound basketball game that uses the Switch 2's new motion controls to help not only move around in the wheelchair, but also to go about making shots, taking blocks, or enough for dunks. This game actually altogether looks awesome.
It looks sick, actually.
Oh yeah.
So I'm actually happy about this because not only is this honestly, this is the first handicapped sports game that we actually have seen. I have from my recollection, we don't have anything like that. We didn't have like a Paralympics game.
Yeah,
we don't have a handicapped basketball game. This is the first time I've seen, or at the very least, this is the first time it actually got pushed hard into a front four light, and I love it. This game looks fun, and it uses a cool mechanic. Everything down from how you move around with the ball, how you pass it, how you actually wait for the ball. It's just so much stuff that goes on into this that it looks awesome. And honestly, I'm actually excited about playing it. This is actually gonna be one of the games that I know I'm gonna end up getting.
This looks better than Nintendo Switch Sports Basketball, that's for sure.
Yeah. I will say this. My only concern is that, like, all right, how well does the sensor on the mouse gesture work? Because not everybody's gonna have a mouse pad, or in case like David, having your playing card mat that also functions as a mouse pad. Like, not many people are gonna have like a smooth, clean surface to reliably do this with. But past that, I do love the idea that they're going with. Hence why I say this is basically an ARM successor. Fucking wheels. Like, I thought we were gonna get feet. Guess not. Wheels.
Somebody was actually I don't have the tweet. I mean, I don't have the Blue Sky post, but somebody was playing this at the Nintendo press event, and they were like, I'm gonna do the data. They didn't, because they had tables in front of all of the demo stations so people could do it that way. But this person, they were like, I'm gonna just play it on my pants and see how good it worked, and it worked perfectly fine. And they were like, yo, this thing is really good, even like on your pants leg. So even if you don't have like a desk in front of you, you can still just like use your legs as your mouse pad, I guess. And that's pretty cool.
All right, so I'm assuming that this thing is very well calibrated to handle stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that does bring a bit more optimism into the room, because you can do that. Like I said, you can just be like, all right, just slide the fucking thing on your pant leg and do that. And then of course, it is really interesting to see that, hey, look, this is a subtly Nintendo said, hey, representation matters because there are handicapped people who like play sports. So there you go.
But then everyone was like, oh yeah, what's up,
I was gonna say, in the live sports for this particular one right here, this basketball, it goes hard. They take this game just as serious as anybody who can stand.
Yeah, I've seen clips of like Paralympics basketball, and they be going crazy, bro. Like, they are all very into the game.
I want to see the day where we can emulate Dragon Drive IRL, just have like half pipes on the sides and start dunking. That would go so hard.
I'm hoping
a dunk contest in this game.
I'm hoping that Nintendo of America chooses to work with the Paralympics or like Special Olympics and use those people for press for this game, because that's literally what they need to do. Because if they don't, that's a fucking missed opportunity. And the writing is on the wall for that. They're like, we literally can have a game that can be officially partnered with the Special Olympics or Paralympics or whatever. We can get actual professional athletes that do this in real life, and we can get their opinions, and then we can have them in press. Like, this is such an easy layup for marketing. Nintendo just has to give a shit to do it. Or if IGN or some other press outlet is able to get people like that in the space to play Nintendo Switch 2 and they never even knew about it, that would be also cool to just get their opinion on, like, does this feel good as someone who does this in real life?
And you know what this opens the door to as well? I want to know, I'm curious, since we have a new system coming on the horizon, accessibility controllers. Like, Xbox has theirs, PlayStation has theirs, Nintendo doesn't really have one. So it's just like, I would love to see a way for people who are not able to play because they don't have their full motor faculties to do so, being able to enjoy it with like a modified controller that isn't at home, like something that's like officially supported or like officially supported via first party or third party. But again, this is a slam dunk if Nintendo partners with organizations like the Special Olympics and these Olympic committees that do stuff like this. And of course, on screen we have for our stream watchers and our audio listeners, we do have some examples of wheelchair basketball. And like again, it is.
And there are no half pipes in the real game, unfortunately. There are no.
No half pipes soon.
It's like
imagine.
This is fascinating.
At least like a springboard. Like, oh, he's going up for it.
They cannot have hydraulics in their fucking wheelchairs. That's fucking tournament illegal.
Definitely the gamization of it, where you can dunk and do crazy ass shit like that.
You gotta hit him with the
boom shakalaka.
Because something that some people don't understand when it comes down to the real sport for this is how much harder it is to try to go about doing this in comparison to regular basketball. Because you have such a limited amount of things. It's straight up. I gotta work. It's straight up skill at this point. You don't have full jump control. You have to be able to know what to do.
Dead ass. It is all skill.
It's like tie your movement to your shooting mechanic as well. Like you can't get tired. Your arms can't get tired because you also need to be able to shoot the three.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how Nintendo handles this. I'm also looking forward to playing it myself. I'm probably gonna get this. I'm hoping it's no more than $50. We'll see. Regardless, I'm gonna get it. I really am looking forward to seeing how this goes and if it gets a good enough following. Because unlike ARMS, where it was like the motion control, the boxing type of thing, it wasn't really. Rocket League likes basketball with a twist type games are very popular right now. Like there's even that one soccer game that's kind of little Rocket League-esque that's coming out soon too.
Same one from the makers of Shifu.
Yeah, but the fact that we're getting this from Nintendo's side to get their hat in the ring for something like this is really sick. I really need to probably talk to some people to try to set up some drag and drive tournaments because that's gonna be very hyped to see if this takes off in some capacity.
Man,
Mid lane, we're talking to you.
For real.